Good morning, students. This is KG Misra. Again, I'm here with the next topic of class ninth of chapter motion. And today's topic is derivation of equations of motion. Okay. Before going to this derivation of equations of motion, let me tell you one thing that whatever we are going to study in this, you'll find acceleration always remains constant. Okay, acceleration remains constant. And what else remains constant? Obviously the initial velocity. See, once you have observed initially, that is, suppose you observed initially a car, and car you found it was moving with a velocity, suppose 20 meter per second. So during its course of motion, its initial velocity will not change, it will remain same. So that's why it is taken as constant. Final velocity will change because see, we don't know. You are going to take the final velocity at 10 after 10 seconds or after 20 seconds from initial, or from initial at 50 seconds. We don't know. So as you take the different times, you will get different final velocity. Time is variable, final velocity is variable. Okay, and when body is moving, displacement is also variable. Okay, so displacement, time, and final velocity, these things are variables, and initial velocity and acceleration, these are constants. There are three equations, let me tell you. First one is, we write v is equals to u plus at. This is first equation. Now what is v? V is the final velocity. It is final velocity. Rather I should write not write like this. It is v is the final velocity. U initial velocity. Initial velocity. Okay. A is the acceleration. What is T? T is the time. Okay. So these things are there in this first equation. Next, what we write? S is equals to ut plus half a t square. Again, S is what? It is displacement. U very well know. It is initial velocity. T is the time. Half is half. A is acceleration. And T is again time. And next one we can write? V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. Okay. V you are aware of U. 2 is acceleration, S is displacement. Okay. So these are the three equations we have to derive. Now, but we have to derive graphically. We have to use the graph. Okay. How we have to derive graphically? How we will do that? Let's see. Okay. So now we are going to deal with the derivation of first equations. Okay. See, we are going to derive this equation v is equals to u plus at. Okay. Let me tell you one more thing. In all these three equations, no one is first, no one is second, no one is third. Means no sequence is given to these equations. Okay. We just call by our convenience. This is first, this is second, this is third. Okay. So it's not like that. Now how to derive? See, this is our graph. Now see, along the x-axis we have taken what? Time in seconds. Along y-axis what we have taken? Velocity in meter per second. Okay. Now see, a observer was standing near the road, and what the person saw? Person saw a vehicle is came into the observer's sight. Okay. And when the vehicle came in the observer's sight, then the velocity of the vehicle was how much? It was u. And then that observer kept on observing that vehicle, and the last moment when the vehicle just disappeared from his sight, okay, then the velocity of the vehicle was how much? V. So the velocity time graph is how much? From A to B. Okay. Now this is the graph A to B. Clear? Now from B we can draw a perpendicular over here. We can find out the time, okay, for which the observer has observed that vehicle. That is time t, suppose. Okay. And we can draw a perpendicular here to find the value of velocity v. Okay. So it is v over here. Okay. Now we have drawn a line AC also. Okay. We have marked these points A, B, and this C, and this point as D. This point is as E. Okay. Now what we need to find out? See in our equation, what is their acceleration is there. Now what is acceleration? See what is acceleration? Acceleration is equals to slope of velocity time graph. Okay, VT graph. What is acceleration? Acceleration equal to slope of velocity time graph. Now what is slope? Slope means how much it is inclined with the x-axis. See, x-axis is far away from here. So whichever line is parallel to x-axis, no? Whichever line is parallel to x-axis, with that line, how much it is inclined. That is called slope. Okay. And that inclination can be found out, or that slope is found out by by this perpendicular by base. Okay. So perpendicular is BC and base is AC. Okay. Because you know, you are aware of the right angle triangle. So right angle triangle has got perpendicular, it has got base, it has got hypotenuse. But we don't have this, we don't require the hypotenuse. We require perpendicular and base. Okay. So what is slope? Slope is perpendicular upon base. Okay, that is our acceleration. Now what is perpendicular? That is BC upon AC. That is our acceleration. But do we know the value of BC or value of AC? We don't know. So from there, what we can write from the diagram? See, BC is equals to AE and AC is equals to OD. Okay, so we can write AE and here we can write OD. Why? Since BC is equals to AE and OD is equals to AC. Okay, that's what we can write this. Now once we have written this, no, now we can move ahead from here. Okay, now see, as we got A is equals to AE by OD. Okay, now do we know the value of AE? No. Okay, do we know the value of OD? Yes. OD is how much? From 0 to, from origin to here, so it is T time. Okay, so OD is equals to T, but as we don't know AE, so can we write this AE as OE minus OA? Because from this full, if we take out this much, only then A is left. So OE minus OA. Therefore, what will happen? A is equals to, at the place of AE, we can write OE minus OA, OE minus OA, and here at the place of OD, we can write T. Now, from the diagram, you can see OE is what? V. So, OE is V, so we can write V. OA is what? It is U. So, we can write U here. So, V minus U by T, that's what we get. Now, we can cross multiply this T, so we will get A T is equals to V minus U. So, you can keep V here. Take U this side, U will become positive. So U plus A T. That's what it is. V is equals to U plus A T. Or you can write V is equals to U plus A T. Okay. This is our required equation. Okay. Now I will drop this last one, which is not needed now. So in this way, we graphically we got our first equation of motion. V is equals to U plus A T. Now let's go to the next equation. Okay. So second equation is S is equals to ut plus half a t square. Okay, this we have to derive. Now for this, in the last video we have discussed the displacement covered is equals to area under the velocity time graph. No, so here we can write displacement equal to area under velocity time graph. That's what I have written. So now here, what is velocity time graph? AB is the velocity time graph. So area under this total area. Okay. So displacement we denote by S and area of OABD. OABD, this total area. Okay, now this total area can be divided into two parts. This is a rectangle, this is a triangle. So what we can write, area of rectangle OACD, this is there, plus area of triangle ABC, this is a triangle. Okay, so when we add these two areas, we get the displacement. Okay, now what is the formula for area of a rectangle? It is length into width. So length, what we can take? Length we can take AC. Width is, we can take OA. Plus, what is the area of a triangle? It is half into base. Base of this triangle is AC into height. Height is what? It is BC. Okay, that's what we get. Okay, now rather see, instead of this, we can take the length as OD also, no? So if we take OD, it will be more better for us. Okay, let us take it OD. OD is the length and OA is the width. Why I have taken OD? See here, OD is what? OD is equals to T. So we can take T. What is OA? OA is equals to U. So what we'll get? T into U. That's what we'll get. Plus this half is as it is. Okay. Now AC is there. Okay. We require acceleration here. You can see that in the expression acceleration is there. And we know that acceleration is equal to slope. And what is slope? Slope is BC by AC. But here we don't have BC by AC. But we want BC by AC. So what we can do? Okay, this AC is there, no problem. Here BC is there. We will divide by AC and multiply by AC. We can do this. Multiply by AC as well as divide by AC. Why we have done? Because we want BC by AC so that we can get the acceleration. Okay. Now, okay. So from here S is equals to T into U. So can we write this UT? Okay. Because both are multiplied. UT plus half. Okay. What is BC by AC? BC by AC is slope. Okay. And AC into AC, what we will get? AC square. So we can write AC square. Okay. Now see here. It is UT. This is half. Slope is what? It is acceleration. AC square. AC is what? AC is this much. AC. So AC square, what we can write? AC is equals to OD. So can we write it? OD square. Why? Since AC is equals to OD. Okay. So what we will get? S is equals to UT plus half A. OD is what? OD is T. So we can write T square. So have you got this expression? Okay. We got the expression. This was required. That's what we have got. Clear? So in this way we have derived this second equation. Okay. Now we have to go for the third equation. Okay. Now we are going to derive the next one, that is third equation of motion. Okay. That is V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. How to do this? Again we will use the same concept. Displacement is equals to area under velocity time graph. Okay. So S is equals to area of, see this is a trapezium, you can see it. Only these two sides are parallel. These two sides are not parallel. So it is a trapezium. So area of trapezium OABD. OABD. Okay. Now what is the formula for area of a trapezium? Half into sum of parallel sides into separation between them, or altitude you say. Okay. So see here, half sum of parallel sides. Which are the parallel sides? OA, AO, OA, whatever you say, and BD. These two are parallel sides. So OA plus BD. What is the distance or separation between them or altitude? That is AC. Okay, so I've written AC. Now see, OA is how much? OA is U. BD is don't have any value, but from graph if you see BD is equals to what? OE. So we can write OE. Okay. Now here AC is there. You can see here acceleration is coming. So acceleration is slope. So if here AC is there, but we know that acceleration is what? Slope, and slope is BC by AC. Okay. But here we have got AC. So if we divide by BC, it will become 1 by slope. Okay. So we can divide by BC and multiply by BC. No change, because divided also, multiplied also. So no change in the equation. We can do this. Okay. So we have reached till here in this way. Now we can move ahead. How can we move ahead? Just see what we will do. Let me rub these things, okay, so that we can move ahead. We can have a space to write. Okay. I will leave just last one. Okay. Actually, these things are called mathematical adjustment. Okay. So now, what we are left with, S is equals to, it is half, okay, U plus OE. OE is how much? It is V. So we can write U plus V. Very nice. Now, AC by BC. BC by AC is slope. So AC by BC is what? 1 upon slope. Okay. Now, again we have got BC. Do you know the value of BC? No. BC is equals to how much? AE. So we can write here what? AE. Okay. Now in the next step, S is equals to half. We can write U plus V. Okay. Slope is what? Acceleration. So 1 by A. What is AE? AE we can write from here OE minus OA. So OE minus OA. Okay. Therefore you will get what? Half. You can write here U plus V. Okay. Rather this A you can write here 2A. Okay. Because it is multiplied. No? OE. OE is what? Why OE is V and OA is U. So V minus U we got. Okay. Now can we do it like this? See. Just tell me one thing. Either you write 3 plus 5 or you write 5 plus 3. Both are same. So, either you write U plus V or you write V plus U. Both are same. So, can we write here V plus U? Why I am writing this? Because you can see here it is V minus U. Now, what is the formula? A plus B into A minus B? It is A square minus B square. So, what you will get? S is equals to 1 upon 2A. Okay. And you will get here A square minus B square formula. Okay. So we have reached till here. Now what we need to do? We need to multiply this 2A this side. Cross multiply. So if we cross multiply, what we will get? You can see what we can get. I will cross multiply this. So we will get 2AS is equals to what? V square minus U square. Now can we take this U square this side? It will become, it is minus here. When we will bring this U square this side, it will become plus. So we can write U square plus 2AS is equals to V square. Or you can write V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. Okay. Some of you may think that, oh, sir has written like this, sir has brought this side, so it should be negative. But at the same time, when you are taking this that side, this both should be negative. So negative cancels. So we can get this. Okay. So in this way we can get all the three equations graphically. Okay. We have never used any algebraic thing. Okay. We are using purely graphical situation. At the two places we have done the mathematical adjustment. Those two places you have to remember and practice. Okay. So that you can remember this. Okay. Okay. So now we can go for a question. Okay. See, the question is in front of you. What is the question? A train starting from rest. Okay. Now, when it is starting from rest, then what is its initial velocity? Rest means रुका हुआ. So its initial velocity is 0. U is 0. Okay. Attains a velocity of 72 km per hour. So it attains this 72 km per hour velocity later on. So this is the initial or final? Final velocity, no? Okay. So final velocity is 72 km per hour in 5 minutes. So how much time it take to that attain that velocity, maximum velocity or final velocity? It takes a time of 5 minutes. Okay. Now assuming acceleration is uniform, fine. We have to assume that acceleration is uniform. Already I have told you, no, if while deriving the equations of motion, that acceleration will remain constant. So find the acceleration. What we have to find out? Acceleration. Second, B part, distance traveled by the train for attaining this velocity. That means the distance which train travels before attaining this velocity, no, that distance we have to calculate. Now, so as we start the solution, I have to remove this question, okay, and we have to write the given so that we can solve the question. So first, when you start writing given, what is given? Initial velocity is how much? 0 meter per second. Okay. Final velocity is how much? 72 kilometer per hour. Okay. And time is given how much? Time is given 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. We have to convert this 72 km per hour into meter per second. Okay. So, how can we convert into meter per second? Already I have told you. It is 72 into 5 by 18 meter per second. Now cancel by 18. 18 1 ja 18. 18 4 ja 72. So what you will get? 4 ja 20. You will get 20 meter per second. That is your final velocity. Time is 5 minutes. How can you convert into second? Because second is the SI unit. Minute is not SI unit. So 5 into 60. So what you will get? 6 5 by 30. 300 second. Okay. We have to find out acceleration and distance traveled. Very nice. A part we have to find out the acceleration, and in B part we have to find out the displacement. Okay, see what things we are having. We are having U, we are having V, we are having T. We have to find out A. So just tell me which is that equation which contains only these 4 quantities. Only these 4 quantities. Other than these 4, there should not be any other. That is U, V, T, and A. That formula we have to use for this. So that is V is equals to U plus VT. Okay. See, all these 4 quantities only are there. 3 known and 1 unknown quantity. Okay. Now we can put the values here. So V is how much? It is 20. U is how much? 0. A is how much? A we have to find out. Time is how much? 300. Okay. So now what we have got? 300 A is equals to 20 because this is 0. Okay. So what we can write? 300 A is equals to 20. So A is equals to how much? 20 by 300. 1 0 can be cancelled out. Okay. Now you can do one thing. You can cancel this. 2 1 are 2. 15. Okay. So what you will get? You will get A is equals to 1 by 15 meter per second square. Okay. This is the acceleration. Got this? Now we have to go to the B part. In B part, we have to find out the distance covered. So how can you find out the distance covered? See what we are having now. We have at acceleration also. Any formula you can use. There are two formulas in which you get the s. Okay. So either you can use s equals to ut plus half et square, or you can use v square equals to u square plus 2as. S is equals to ut. Let us use this one, ut plus half a t square. Okay. So u is how much? 0. Time is 300 plus half. A is how much? 1 by 15. Okay. Time is how much? 300 second square. Okay. That is 300 second square. So once you are getting 300 second square, this is 0 because 0 into something is 0. Okay. Here it is half into 1 by 15 into 300 into 300. That's what you will get. Okay. Now 15 to ja, or you can do one thing. 15 1 ja 15, 15 2 ja 30. 30 is 0 is left 20. Okay. Now what you can do? Can you cancel it by 2? 2 1 ja 2, 2 10 ja. Okay. The 10 is left. 10 into 300 is how much? 3000. 3000 meter. That is your displacement. Displacement is how much? 3000 meter. So we got the displacement, and here we have got the acceleration. Both the quantities we got, hence the question is solved. Okay. So this is the next question, the second question. The brakes applied to a car produces an acceleration of 6 meter per second square in opposite direction to the motion. Now see, this is a little bit tricky. Okay. First thing, when your velocity is increasing, okay, then acceleration is positive, and when brakes are applied, your velocity is going to decrease, so acceleration will be negative. But they have not written negative here. Instead of negative, what they have written? In opposite direction to the motion. Now opposite direction means it is negative. Okay. So don't worry, the acceleration is negative. Okay, that's why the velocity will decrease. Otherwise velocity cannot decrease. Okay. And when we are applying the brake, obviously we know that velocity will decrease. Okay, so that acceleration will be negative. Next part, if the car takes 25 seconds to stop after the application of brakes, okay, we have to calculate the distance it travels during this time. So we have to calculate the distance. What things are given? See, final velocity is how much? V is equal to 0. Initial velocity we don't know. Okay, and time is given, acceleration is given. We have to find out the distance. Okay. See, when you want to find out the distance, first let us write what is given. Okay. First we will write the given. So I think all of you written the question. Also start writing given. See, given. What is given? Final velocity, it is 0 meter per second because it comes to rest. Acceleration is minus. Acceleration is minus 6 meter per second because it is in opposite direction, or it is going to reduce the speed. Okay. Time is given how much? 25 seconds. Time is given 25 seconds. Very nice. And now we need to find out the distance covered. Okay. But whichever formula you are going to use for distance, okay, either you are using s is equals to ut plus half at square, or you are using v square is equals to u square plus 2as. In both you require u, but u is not known to you. So our first duty is to find u. Only then we can find out the displacement. Okay. So to find u, what we have to do? We have to find out now u. Okay. So what we are having? We are having v, a and t. We have to find out u. So just tell me the equation which contains these three things and this. Only four things. So that equation is obviously what? It is v is equals to u plus a t. See, v is there, a is there, t is there, and this u is also there. Okay, so we can find out u from here. V is how much? 0. U we don't know. Acceleration is minus 6. Minus 6. Time is how much? 25. Okay. Now, if this 25 into 6 is how much? This is 0, okay. Can we take this side? So we will get what? 6 into 25. That minus will become plus because you have taken this side. Now 25 6 ja. 25 4 ja 100. 25 5 ja 125. 25 6 ja 150. So what you will get? 150 meter per second. That is the value of u. Okay. So you got the initial velocity. Now you can use any of the equations that side of right side to calculate the displacement. So whichever you like. So S is equals to, okay, you can use ut plus half at square. Okay. So S is equals to, u is how much? U is 150. Time is 25 plus half. A is how much? A is minus 6. T square, that is 25 square. That's what we can write. Now see here. S is equals to 25 into 150 means 25. Okay. So 25 5 ja. First we will write 0. Then 25 5 ja, it is 125. So 5 is there. 12 is the carry. Okay. 25 1 ja 25. 25 plus 12. 25 plus 12 is 37. So you got 3750. Now this minus into plus is minus. Okay. 2 3 ja. You will get 3. So 3 into square of 25 is 625. Okay. Now what you will get? It is 3750 minus, we have to multiply this. 5 3 are 15. So 5 is there, 1 carry. 3 2 are 6, 1 7. And then 6 3 are 18. Okay. So 1875 we have to subtract from 3750. Okay. To get the displacement. And that thing that you can do very easily. See, from 10 if you subtract 5, how much you will get? You will get 5. Now it is 4 because one carry has taken 4. From 4 you cannot subtract 7. So 14 you have to subtract 7. So again you will get 7. Okay. Now it is 6 because it has given carry. From 6 you cannot subtract 8. So 16 you will subtract 8. So you will get 8. Okay. Now how much it is left? 2. From 2 you subtract 1. So we will get 1. This much meter. Okay. So your displacement is 1875 meter. I think you have understood. Okay. Okay. So with this, at the end of this video, I would like to tell you that, and the next video you will find some more equations which is not there in NCERT. Okay. Which we require at certain specific situations to solve the questions. Okay. And we will solve some more questions. Okay. Till then, thank you. Take care and keep on studying.